What a timing, huh? 20:00 exactly. Um, and yeah, it looks like everything is as it should be in YouTube Studio, so I am live. Hello, 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 and welcome to my stream. I have, I need to be honest, I have almost not touched my computer since yesterday's stream. And I don't know how to feel about that. So what we are going to do today is we need to hang on, let me actually get the studio.youtube. Let me actually get the description because that's how I like to do this. I should probably do some note or something. Uh, content, right? Live, right? Huh. I already have that one open. I don't. Hello, Bunsy. I actually do. Okay, so in this session, I'll be working on parsing the books. That's going to be easy, of specific endpoints. Adding endpoints to the crawler. So that means, so if we take a look at the database, we have the endpoints here. So here I'm going to add paths, which, an endpoint is a path, right? To this, to the database, right? Um, and if time permits it, I want the endpoint to, sorry, I want the parsed book, there it is, to be added to the home view. So that is, let me just quickly start the app, and then I can also show what I've already done. Um, do, 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 do. Um, so the idea is that it's really, really slow at loading from a cold boot. Is this the simulator at work, or is this the app just being slow? I don't know. Okay, that is. So, what I've done last time, let's start from there. What I've done from last time is I've added this button, add endpoint. When you press it, you get like a hierarchy of all the feeds from a feed, right? So if we go by title, there's nothing yet because there's nothing here. But if we go by language, we can then crawl into English. There's still no books. If we go by rating, we can, again, no books, right? By series, A, Amabri, there's nothing, right? So our first priority is when we actually get to an endpoint where there's supposed to be books, it has to add here, right? And then when we get to this endpoint, we want to have a plus button that adds this add this path to this endpoint database, right? And then if time permits, I want all the books that has been parsed ever to show up here. And yeah, that's the plan for today. But let's see how far we get. The most important part right now is to actually get the parsing work. And we've already done most of the job, truth be told. Uh, so here it actually shows an error. I don't know why, but it shows an error. Yeah. So an entry has a title, an author, an ID, when it was last updated, when it was published, and content, which seemingly is like tags, and then it has a link to the book itself. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to discern what is and is not a book, but we'll get to that, okay? So let's start out by dissecting this. So we have rent a girlfriend here. Let's go to the type, the entry type, because I think where this falls short is entry. I'm sorry, it's entry, right? So let's see, what does entry have? Entry has an ID, and sure enough, there's an ID here. It has a title, there's a title. It also has an author, and I absolutely do need to add that, but that's going to be later. Also, thank you for the encouragement, Pansy. I forgot to say that. It also has an updated, sure enough. It has a published, but I don't have that here. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. It also have a content, and a content has a type and has a value, right? So the type here should be XHTML, and the value is this inside, right? And then it has links en masse, right? And a link, what does a link have? A link has to have an href and a type. It can also have a rel, and I say length, but that's for the download. And this actually seemingly doesn't have a length. Oh, yeah, it does. I'm sorry. And then mtime. I've never heard about mtime. What is that? Ah. So what is mtime? Unix keeps 3 timestamps. Oh, so it's a type of timestamp. Interesting. Okay. I actually really want to know why it crashes only on this endpoint. Like, you can go by newest. Oh, newest it crashes every time, but you can go by title. Oh, error number 1. OPDS feeder error 1. What is that? What is that? What is that? I'm not going to use this, is it? No. There. Error number 1. Uh-huh. Right, so error decoding XML error is error fetching feed. The operation couldn't be completed. Error on working on. Okay, let's add a breakpoint. That helps a lot of time. Okay, that fetched. Okay, by title. That's why this crashed last time, right? So if we go 1 by 1, okay, so it crashes right here. Uh, let response try await, and then it rethrows, right? So let's put this in a do catch block. Do I can actually have all of this in a do catch block. Uh, oh. I couldn't. Okay. Uh, so what does that mean? When do I throw the no data? I do not. That's actually a huge issue. That something that used to work doesn't work anymore by authors. And then, okay, we have. So if I go in here and then in here. All right, so it doesn't throw. That's good. It doesn't throw. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But yeah, what we need now is to figure out how to differentiate a book from a link. And the way I did it before was I actually didn't care about it. Let me see if I can find it. Is it in content view? Uh, oh, it's in server view. And where do we have server view? We have that right here. Okay. So the way I did it before was I I just looked for if there was a cover image, and if there was one, like just show it. But that's not the way I should go about this. I should like properly parse it to see uh, if it's a book entry. So the way I'm going to go about it now is I'm going to open Paul, and then I'm going to open Calibre. And yeah, hang on, I'm just going to change the default host to variable host. How do I change variables? Oh, that's about sessions. I don't care about sessions. How do I? So this is one thing I really dislike about Paul is that it's not the easiest to edit variables. Okay. Oh. All right. Oh shit. Okay. So let's run this real quick. Uh, but this is about Ajax stuff. This and var doesn't exist anymore. So I'm going to make a new group, call it OPDS. I'm going to make a new group, call it Ajax. I don't need these in actuality. I'm sorry about my cough. Right. Then in OPDS, I'm going to make a new request. I'm going to call this root. And here I'm going to have a value, not local value, environment host, right? And then it's going to be slash OPDS. Let's call it. So I got a 404 here. Why did I get a 404? Unauthorized. Cool. Cool. Hmm. You know what? I'm actually not going to use Paul because I cannot I cannot get that to work. So what? I'm so sorry about my cough. So what I'm instead going to do is I am going to look at the book feed and then just work it from there backwards. Can I? Okay, so what is actually the error? With content of, right? So if we scroll up, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up, just keep scrolling, keep scrolling, love, keep scrolling. That. Error is the data couldn't be read because it is missing. I'm just going to rethrow the error. Error couldn't be read because it is missing. With contents of the data, right? And the data is right here. So I wonder what's going on. All right, it is proper data. All right. There's nothing there to be confused about. It is data. And I do say, like, if it's empty, throw, okay? Throw if it's empty. Codable data is missing, right? Yeah. Oh, for starters, print error instead of error for more detailed error message, and have your otherwise. Okay. I'm going to just comment out this and oh wait. No exact match. Mhm. Then I'm just going to print it. Mhm. I should get a foot pedal so I can cough in peace. Also, I've been live for 21 minutes now without hiccups or anything, so I think it's fine. I don't think it's going to crash this time. Okay. Anyways, add server, actual server, add endpoint, by newest. What is the error? Because it's missing. Oh! Error decoding XML. Key not found. Content. Oh, so that's one of the. So content is not obligatory? Interesting. Then I'm just going to make it. I'm going to make content optional. Don't jinx yourself. Not gonna word. Okay. Oh, yeah, and it passed. Okay, cool. That's you can see it passed by there not being errors down there. Interesting. And titles works. Title works. Okay, cool. So what we are going to do now is we are going to actually, what are we going to do? So we are going to right here if let feed URL, okay? Otherwise, else